It's a different culture. Is you guys gonna? Oh my gosh. Well, I think you're right. It got crazy. I will concede this point. Yeah, I was just if he couldn't res her, I would just kill that guy. That's pretty crazy magic. You can heal a headshot. Oh my. Oh. Whoa, I do see him. He's got a full set of armor, but doesn't have a helmet. Hey, Kaz, what kind of yarn did you get? Excuse me. Merino and yak silk. Wow, that sounds fancy. What colors? Did you get some cool colors? Or warm colors? Wow. Mystery colors, that's fun. Any idea what you're gonna do with them? What you want to make? Socks or shawls or socks or boots and hats. That's cool. Shawls are fun. I don't think I've ever worn like thick knitted socks. But I bet they're pretty warm. Uh, what are toe up socks? Oh, just toe socks. Yeah, that's fancy. Seems like it'd be harder. I don't know if I'm a toe sock fan. They're kind of hard to put on. And then you feel like you have stuff in between your toes. Because you do. Oh, I thought you meant just toe socks. Toe up socks. So it is up. Okay. Um, does it like make them feel different? Like, do they turn out differently? Or is it just a different way to make them? I see. That's cool. Yeah, you should relearn it if it's easier. Do they look like? Do they still look as good? Nice. Hmm. Is it like inconsistent tension or is it just like too loose or too tight? Like, yeah, it's a challenge. Oh, that's sad. It made it worse. So that you kind of have to relearn it. Did you have to relearn a bunch of stuff, like other dexterous tasks? Lost the muscle memory, right? Yeah, it's rough. Well, I'm sure you'll get it back if you just keep up at it. Mm. It's hard. Yeah, you take coordination for granted, you know. It's like sometimes I do stuff with my left hand instead of my right hand just to like cognitively challenge myself, you know. Like neurologically, I guess. But like so I'm right-handed, so I brush my teeth with my left hand sometimes and it's so awkward. Like I feel like a monkey. It's so uncoordinated. And just stuff like that. I guess I imagine that that's what it would feel like having to relearn. It's nice. Nice. It's nice to have someone to help take care of you when you need it, and the other way around. Oh, like what do you mean? Like how to do things, or you had like lost time? Oh, but like, did you lose like autobiographical memory? Like, could you remember your life, or was it just like tasks and stuff you forgot about? Lost time. Shoot. Um, did you get any of it back? Or is it just gone? You got some back. Back. That's good. It's really good. Only 5 shots. Yeah, that sounds like it would do it. Speaking of medication, oh, that's nice of him. How romantic. Yo, Bro Yalti is here. Guess who's back? Back again. Was wondering if you were going to poke your head in. I thought I was a chick this whole time. The redhead dude. Or is it a chick? Oh, okay. Then the voice was making me think it was a dude. I couldn't tell. Okay. Yeah. You mean you can just cook regular food? That's a tragedy. Are there any episodes nor of Dorhold the Hold the Harado? Oh. You guys, is anyone want to watch Adventure Time again? I am sleepy, Kaz. I've been getting tired early, and I greased my hair, so I look like I didn't shower. Yeah, it's a good series. I mean, I can watch another one. I'm just streaming and crocheting right now, so you can throw another one on. What's is it the twins? Are the twins kicking your butt? Why are you in pain? Labor Day, tis Labor Day. 2 days. Jesus, that doesn't sound very fun. Kinda spooky. Oh man. Yeah, it sounds like you need to go to sleep. My eyes are getting tired too. They're getting like kind of like dry, burning sensation. You know, when you stay up too late. At least that's what happens to me. Should hit the hay. Don't stay up on my account. Oh yeah. Um, I got the new couple new plushies up. See those two? The little they're little plague doctors. It's like the wife and the husband. Put those up today. Mask I got. Anyway, that's a fun little addition. Yeah, they're like holding hands. It's fun. Maybe I should slide them over a bit so my head's not like blocking them the whole time. They're tiny little guys. I always put the wrong hand up. Oh, I don't know if I want to do another 2 rows. I want to stop here. Oh, I should do another two. All right, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Think she's gone. Gone to bed. What have you been up to today, Frog? Or yawning? You know they're contagious. Some shul. It's good. I think you told me what you were classes you were doing yesterday, and I can't remember, which I feel bad about. You did. You told me, right? Most boring of the activities. Yeah, if you like what you're studying. Mm, um, like required classes kind of thing. Are they online classes or in person? Do you go in person? In person. Well, that's I prefer in person. I mean, online classes are convenient. You don't have to go anywhere, but like in person is better setting and socially, it's a lot better. Do you have friends and stuff? Uh, people you like to talk to in class? Just one. Hey, why do I keep, man? I once I start yawning, it's just like one after another. Uh, one good friend's really it's what you need, all you need. If you don't have one, then it's pretty bad. But um, you have multiple classes together, or just the one? That's really nice. When you're like so aligned with someone, and it's just easy to be with them. You don't have to worry about like, oh, what are they gonna think or do, or 'cause you're just bros. About four together, nice. See, I yawned again. I yawned. It was like 10 seconds ago, and now I yawned again. That's pretty good. I miss school, to be honest. It's a good atmosphere. You can't really replace it. Socially, really, is what I miss about it. I mean, I do like some of the courses I've taken, but the people make it nice. Um, that's good. Do you two hang out like outside of school? Or are you just like school friends or in classes and stuff? That's good. I'm good at sledding. Oh, she crash, crash and burn. It's all the rocks. Where are you sledding? That's got big rocks. I tend to sled on hills that Don't have rocks personally. Hand's getting kind of numb. I gotta take a break. A school playground with a giant hill. Well, the hill part, giant hill is good. Rocks are not good. Did you ever have where you use one of those sleds that has the brake lever, like the lever brakes, so you can kind of steer it? Like either side has those levers. The sleds I didn't really like were the round ones that kind of make you spin, and are harder to control. I feel like Walmart ones with an animal on it. Nice. I had like a snowboard. It wasn't a real snowboard with bindings. It was just like a just the board, and then it was textured. Like it's kind of like a rough plastic texture. So you just stood on it, and then it had like a rope on the front, and you could kind of like try to steer it with that, I guess. That was my favorite one to use when I was younger. I don't think I have any sleds anymore. And then my grandpa had the metal ones, like the wooden sleds with the metal skis on it, like you see in the old classic movies. He would take us behind his truck. Those good old memories. But we're past sledding season now, which is about time. My hair looked good today, and I had to oil it up. Now I look homeless. Yeah, it's good. Nice springtime weather. Not not hot, not cold, just right. Um, and the trees were like releasing their seeds. I don't know what species of tree it is, but there's these little flat seeds. They almost are like leaves. They're white, and they blow in the air. And there were literally millions of them today because there was a lot of wind. So the roads were covered in them, and they were like blowing across the road and like swirling and like waves doing all these cool things. And then there was this huge tree that was just blowing all the seeds out of it like a cloud. It looks like the sakura leaves, like the white like white cherry blossom petals, I guess, that in movies sometimes they have. It was really pretty. It was just a really nice day out. Spent some time outside today, which was good. I went on a walk and then I found someone left some like free stuff out on their curb. There was like an inflatable kayak, so I dragged it home. I don't know if it's popped or anything. I didn't pump it up, but I have a pump, so I can pump it up and see if it's seaworthy. But it was just a really pretty day, and the clouds were pretty. But I am enjoying the weather quite a bit. Volleyball games? Oh, uh, you were playing them? You play volleyball? I take it. I guess you say if I have volleyball games, it means you were performing in it. You went to a volleyball game, that means you were watching it. Do you like it? Um, is it like an official thing? Like, are you on an official team or is it unofficial kind of? Like, are you in a league? Volleyball league? 6 years, nice. Volleyball is one of those sports that, like, it's a good. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I mean, I know what I'm trying to say. I'm just tired, so I'm putting into words. Anyone can play volleyball. You don't have to like teach them the rules and learn all this and that. It's like a good party kind of activity. Um, doesn't mean you're going to be good at it, but in a league, nice. Do you serve like? Is it always the same kind of serve where you like throw it up and hit it? You ever serve underhand? Um, you can do both. Okay, that makes sense. Because like I always do it underhand when I play, but I don't know if that's like just amateur stuff, you know. So, uh, do you like diving for the ball? Is that fun or does it hurt? I've only dived for the ball in beach volleyball, sand volleyball, or whatever. I guess it's called beach volleyball, right? If it's in the sand, even if you're not on the beach. Oh man, I remember I was playing. I went. I visited one of my friends at their university they were going to. Um, I don't remember exactly how it happened. She did something like she kicked up sand or like maybe she threw it at me on purpose. Anyway, somehow she made sand fly towards me, whether it was intentional or not. I can't quite remember. But I turned. I didn't see it coming, and I turned and I took a big breath in right as the sand hit my mouth. So I like breathed in the sand and it went like down my trachea and it was the weirdest. It felt horrible. Like it's like can't really describe the sensation, but it wasn't good. So I was like coughing up sand. It was horrible. And then like for a while after, I could feel either sand still in there or it was like scratched up from the sand. There was like just this discomfort. Oh, dude, sand in your teeth is the worst. Terrible feeling. Even if even if there's just a tiny bit, like a couple grains, you're gonna feel it on your teeth. Uh, ugh. People in ancient desert cultures like Egypt and Middle Eastern places where their teeth would like grind down really fast. Their teeth wouldn't last very long into their lifespan because of all the sand in their food, sand in their bread, sand everywhere. Sounds like my uncle. He eats sand or he has bad teeth. Or both. Is your uncle a worm eating sand? Mm, yeah, you got to take care of your chompers. That's for sure. It's an expensive fix if you don't. Ah, this last one's tight. All right, I got it. Is he gonna get him replaced? Yeah, that's gonna make the ends tight. Are they not good? The teacher not good at what they do. Oh, not good. They say those who can't do teach. Yeah, just kidding. I respect teachers if they're good. If they're good teachers, they care what they're doing. Yeah, I guess so. Guess so. Okay, good night. Good night. You do sound tired. Oh, you could go to Winco. You could go to Winco and get something. Isn't Taco Bell still open late or not? That's always a good choice. Hmm. Yeah, it's good weather for scootering around, so. You quit playing with knives. Just kidding. It's you can do whatever you want. I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I hold the yarn right. I don't know my pinky and then around my index finger, I guess. I don't know if that's correct, but or no, do I do it? Oh yeah, I put it around that way. I don't know. It seems to work for me. You don't have any food hanging around you can throw in the old microwave? Oh, that's not a good dinner food. Oatmeal for cattle. I got some ham roast I can heat up. Nothing to really go with it, but that's okay. And I got a glass of milk. That's right. I knew it. You can make a midnight omelet. You have eggs. Oh, eggs and hash browns. Good combo. Yeah, I could fry up some hash browns, make some hash. Breakfast for dinner is nice. For dinner, for breakfast, dinner, bacon, eggs, bacon. Yeah, make some bacon pancakes. Yeah, I think I want to rewatch Adventure Time. Haven't seen it in several years. We got a bot. Everyone take a drink. Well, are you going to go drive or what? Sweet. Pour out a Baja Blast for me. What? Oh, dang. I'd have to save my cup and go back a second time for that price. Was it? Jeez. That's like, yeah, it's like, ooh, wait, you have work tomorrow. How late are you staying up? Yeah. Guess if you're staying up till 1, then Taco Bell would be worth it. Anyway, no. Is it close to it? I got you hooked on Del Taco. I knew it. What? What is this? Some app kind of BS though? I knew it. But what at what cost? Big Taco has a file on you, and it's only getting smarter. Think about that. Good night, Frog. Thanks for stopping by. Uh, See you next stream. And sleep well. Yes. The microwave. Put it in the oven then. I'm telling you, I've done it. Dude, I left one in my car for like 2 days and it was still fine. Well, can't really argue with that. These the yard workers, the Mexican yard workers, left a box of tacos, and I would have eaten them if I had seen them before it rained. Because I went out and they were all soggy, and I said, even Butter D has limits. And that was that. I was in the sad rain holding the soggy tacos like a Baroque painting. At first, I thought my life was a tragedy. Now I see it's a comedy. Your car registered. It is nice to just sit there. What if you had an freewheel e-bike and it had a backrest? You could just sit there and cruise. None of this leaning forward nonsense. Throw your seat on there. Do you have your seat on there? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's a good idea. You should wear a helmet. Yeah. Whoa. Well, as long as it's part of the plan. Yeah. No. But Alan Watts said it's okay. It's all okay, and it's all a dance to dance, DDR Max. And I said, okay. Oh. 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 What? Like, he, man, people are so weird. What is this, a frat house? Gosh. Yeah. I would have said, I can do with it. I can do that. I can do it. And then he hands you it, and then you staple his thigh again. Be crazy. Yeah, don't crash. Okay. See ya. Hey, Giusvano! Making a blanket. Um, let's see. We start here. Each stripe is 1 day. I started on the 1st, January 1st. So I do 1 stripe per day for the whole year. So it's gonna be a year-long blanket. Thank you. I'm not doing anything fancy, just doing stripes of different colors. No fancy patterns or anything, but I try out new stitches every now and then. But so far the regular single stitch, I guess, is that what it's called, is my favorite. Easy, looks okay. Um, so I stream every day doing this. Yeah. Talking with people, whoever comes in to talk, so it's kind of chill. Have you been up to anything, making anything, or any projects, or I don't know, anything interesting going on with you? Um, Gardening, nice. Well, if you're in North America, at least, good time of year. Weather's getting warmer, at least where I am. Spring is in full swing. Uh, planted some, well, planted a ton of sunflower seeds. Last year, I planted a few and got like 4 big flowers. So I took the seeds from those and planted a whole bunch. I will see how many sprout. So I've been watering those, which has been good. That's all I've really been doing in the gardening department. Get that kind of short. Okay, right. Oh yeah, sure. Okay, I'll just do the same thing. Day one, black stripe. Yeah, each color is a day. Each stripe is a day. For the year, started on the 1st. So I went down this way, down all the way to here. And then I went over, and I'm going back up. So we're here. And so I have about 2 more feet, and then I'll I have 2 rows complete, 2 full rows. Um, but this is the first thing I've really, well, I crocheted like a hot pad 15 years ago and then forgot how to do it. So this is the first thing I've crocheted since relearning how to do it. So there's mistakes and a lot of learning happening. So it's not like a perfect piece. Mostly because if I don't go back because each stripe is a day, so it's like I can't undo it. I can't work on it the next day, or I can't work on a previous day's stripe the next day because it would not be made on that day anymore. Does that make sense? It would kind of ruin the integrity of the project. It's really more of an art project than a like crochet piece. It's like I'm so tired. Um, this is herringbone stitch right there. This white, if you can see that, if you can make that out. That one turned out kind of nice. It was just kind of hard to do. It was kind of tedious. So I switched back. Did a couple other stitch types, but um yeah. So well, thank you. Once I finish this, I don't know what I'm gonna make next year. I do have like a scarf I'm working on, but like I rarely do work on it because I'm always doing this every day. And once I'm done with this, I'm like kind of burnt out on it. You know, I don't want to keep going, but um, I don't know. I'll have to learn another. I'll have to. I have a list of stitches I want to try on my whiteboard here. So I've tried a couple of them. Um, there's like ribbed stitches that are like a make are good for sweaters. They've got like rows that are raised and then indented. If you know anything about that. Oh yeah, my CRT collection. It's not like a massive collection, but got some big ones down there on the ground. I think those are 27 inches. Um, the bottom silver one there is a flat screen. And then that one's got the old school curved screen, which I like. This is like a Sony Trinitron. It's probably my favorite one. This panel opens up on it, and there's a whole bunch of like knobs and switches. It looks pretty 80s retro, you know. Classic CRT monitor. And then this one here is has a built-in DVD player, which is nice. The one on top of it, I can't get to the input to work. It turns on and it has the white fuzzy snow, you know, but kind of vibe. I usually have them turned on for the stream, but I didn't do it this time. And my plushies and baby Yodas. I collect baby Yodas. And it's just one of those quirky things. Old PC, yeah. The computer that it's on top of, I believe it's an IBM. It's an old DOS machine. It runs DOS. It's got floppy drives, command lines, and everything. I don't really know how to use it. It's kind of before my time. Like Windows XP was like the first operating system I grew up on. So, but yeah, it is cool. It was my grandpa's actually the computer. Um, Also, I have to confess this to people. I put at nighttime I put olive oil on my scalp. It's supposed to be good for your hair, like keeping it moisturized or something. I don't know. I watched this whole video about it, so my hair looks super greasy every night. I shower every day. I'm a clean person, I promise. But I look like a dirty hobo after I put the oil in my hair. Maybe I should just do it after stream, and then I don't have to explain it to people. Like, oh, it looks so bad when it's not oily. It's like fluffy. It's got volume. It's great. Make salves and tinctures. Yeah. We're up on DOS. I actually did use DOS. I kind of forgot about this. I worked at a toy store. This was probably like five, between 5 and 10 years ago. So not ancient. Like it was modern times. And it was an old DOS computer was our register with the fat monitor and everything. And so like we had to like manually enter in all the stock and the laser, the barcode reader, instead of like a gun that shoots a flat laser, it was the laser pen that you had to like run across the barcode. You had to like, and you had to like do it at the right speed. You had to like get good at it to read it. Um, I don't know if you ever remember anything like that, but it was kind of a vibe to be like, it was like Five Nights at Freddy's, where he's working in the office with the old equipment. It was kind of cool. Can hardly hear you. Uh, maybe you gotta turn me up. I don't know. It looks like it's turned up on my end. Is that the right? My microphone is like built into the webcam. It's not this mic, right? I don't. Okay, does it sound like it's coming through this microphone or this one? No, the one on my camera. Okay, this one or this one. This one. If you could tell me, that'd be great. Oh, it is coming through the headset. So it was up. That's probably why. I thought it was coming through. I'm not that technically inclined. I'm gonna be real. Do I like old PC games? Of course. Retro games are the best, especially on the old monitors. Games are a good vibe. There's a lot of old ones you can just download for free, or they'll have them on Steam for super cheap if you have a Steam account. Probably running on the Burning Man Project Turbo. It is. Whoa. That looks badass. That is just the old vibe we like to see. Dude, that era, like late 90s, early 2000s, 3D graphics, magical, man. I love obscure games that are like good. I've never heard of this one. Looks cool though. 1993, nice. Older than I am. Old Packard Bell was hover. The game was called Hover? Oh, yeah. That's sick. It's kind of like F-Zero vibes. Damn, that's sweet. Oh, Jet Ski, that was another old good one. Um, oh, what was that? There was one, I don't remember the name. It was called like I don't think it was this, but it was called like something like Bunker Beachhead maybe. So, oh, something like that. It was just you were just a gun mounted on the beach, and then the ships and boats and planes and helicopters, and you had to shoot them all. Just a simple old game, old PC game. That one was really fun. Um, the the old ping pong that came with like Windows XP or whatever, that was a good one. Ski free. Oh yeah, that one's a vibe. That's cool. There was this like four wheeling game where like you could ride. I think you could ride motorcycles and four wheelers. It was an old, I think, Microsoft game. Flight Simulator was an old good one. I mean, they still make Flight Simulator, but the old ones. Um, Age of Empires was awesome. You can just play it in the web browser now, which kind of blew my mind. Don't need a disc, don't need to download it. Just play it in the browser. Build StarCraft. Space Simulator, hell yeah. Uh, there was Star Wars Battlefield, which was Age of Empires, but Star Wars themed. That was one I played a lot. It was cool. The Incredibles video game to tie in with the Incredibles movie took me a long time to beat. There were some of those kind of low budget movie tie-in games can have like janky stuff or like one level that's just like unreasonably hard for some reason. They just didn't refine it or balance it. So that that game took me a long time to beat. And the old like uh, the old text adventures, just typing in commands and stuff. Those were fun. You're feeling nostalgic. Duke Nukem, yeah, timeless. I had a Duke Nukem game on my Game Boy. Man, I miss the past. Things were simpler. Everything is getting just everything's slop these days. Oh, the internet slop and big tech slop. The oil war slop. That's right. That's right, late night groove. Yeah, and that's the thing is like these things are all preserved. All of these childhood media and even hardware and stuff you can get. You got rid of it. So you can like go back and bring it into the present, but there's just something in the air that's off. The vibes aren't the same. Even like when you go outside, maybe this is just me. This could all just be me, but like you go outside and like the psychosphere, I guess. It just feels different, less alive. Less people are outside too. Fewer people outdoors. Um, the only people that are outside are in their cars driving past you. You know, I don't know. I think 2016 was the last really like good year. The last solid year to me, at least, was like 2016 before everything kind of stopped feeling right. I don't know. I'm sure the astrologers and wizard types have their spiritual explanations for what's going on. It also could just be that I'm getting old and the magic of youth is fading and the jaded reality is setting in. I'm sure that's a part of it. And also just becoming more aware of how life works, how humanity works, how politics work, how business works, just really how the universe works. The more I learn about it, the more discouraged, hopeless I feel. They say ignorance is bliss. And in a lot of ways, I think that's true. I can recommend not watching TV and the news. Yeah, that is real. I don't seek out the news at all. I absorb some of it through just memes and just meme osmosis or what I hear from friends and things, but I don't watch news shows or I don't read news articles or anything. It's all pretty much propaganda anyway. Um, I don't know. It's like I want to be in like a community of what I would call intentional people living intentionally, you know, acting rather than being acted upon by the powers that be, by the media, societal pressures, whatever. I don't know where to find these people. Um, but I do know that the less screen time, the better, the more unplugged, the more connected to tangible reality, getting outdoors, working in the physical realm on physical projects. These things do my soul good. Uh, and the more time I spend in the digital realm. And there's a lot of richness in the digital realm, but there is some very fundamental things that are missing and can't be replaced. Um, so I don't know. We'll do with that what we will. Parents are religious. They're wacky too. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Is I used to be extremely religious, like completely completely immersed in my faith and in that structure and in the worldview, and in the community, social aspects of it, and the ritualistic aspects of it, and the doctrinal aspects and all that. And losing that has been really rough because I haven't found anything yet that replaces it, that fulfills that. Um, but like I can't fake it either. Like I can't go, back to this church and pretend to believe things I don't just to have community and shared values and things. Um, but if it works for you, if you're whatever belief or framework you're in, if it's working for you, then stick to it. Um, Yeah, I've read the Bible many times. Um, I can say that I've seen what would be called miracles. Um, I guess you could say, well, I don't know. That's kind of personal. I'll just leave it at that. Um, so I know that there's like a spiritual element to reality, but I don't think that all the specific things that people claim about it are true. Like all the specific character traits of God that people claim, that Christians claim, different traits the Jewish people claim, or the Muslims claim, or any other faith really. I think a lot of it is not true based on my life experience and observation. Uh, so I can't like fully adopt any like specific creed or dogma at this point. Uh, which is kind of sad. Imagine entity telling me to. Yeah, and it's like I've looked at the history of, Yahweh and Elohim and, starting out as like a Sumerian storm god and then kind of being adopted by cultural osmosis to the Semitic people and the evolution of being a god into the god. Um, and then where the Christians took it, because the Jewish conception of Yahweh is quite a bit different from the later Christian concepts, especially after the Nicene Creed and all of that. And so I can see the hand of man in the whole thing. The Bible's clearly written by just men. Nicene Creed, men. It's all kind of culturally evolved, and it changes over time and shifts to what people need. And it's hugely complex. It is very interesting, but I can't look at it as a whole and say, yeah, I can just adopt all this, even though I see the flaws of it and clear mistakes and even like cultural sabotage and human error, um, mental gymnastics, things like that. Which is hard because I really just wish there was like one true belief system that you could just, you know, fully commit to. Uh, if there is, haven't found it. So I'm just trying to seek truth, um, try to better myself, and uh, I think there is good in a metaphysical way or even in a spiritual way. Like there is like evil is it's clear. It seems clear to me that there is a force of evil, that it's not just like people do bad things because it's their human nature. Like I think there is a force, either a level above all that or a level below it. I'm not sure how to put it. And so I also think there's a source of goodness in the universe above everything. I don't think it's a man. I don't think it's Yahweh, or Odin or Saturn or Vishnu or Cthulhu or Buddha or any of that. Um, I don't even know if it's a conscious thing, but it might be a conscious entity. Whatever it is, whatever the good is, I want to be aligned with it, and um, that's what I'm working towards. I want to be aligned with the truth and with the light and with the good. Um, and for a lot of people, that means Jesus, or whatever specific being or symbol. that they need to attach that to. Um, and it was Christ for me for a long time, and I think that it's a good one if you're going to um, follow a character, if you're going to serve a historical character or a mythological character or a symbol. Christ represents a lot of really good things. Um, so I don't know if I don't know if I would lean more towards the um, like non-literal. Like I don't literally think the man Jesus Christ was a divine being who rose from the dead and did all these things. Whereas like God incarnate or the Son of God, depending on what you believe, um, could be. Uh, but I think what he represents is so powerful and does a lot of good for people. And even like people believing in it might give it real power, like um, kind of in like an egregorical way, like all these people praying in the name of Jesus and contemplating, his nature and his atonement and everything like that might actually give it some kind of psychic power or something. Um, and because I believe in at least in the goodness of the idea, I can say Christ is King or Christ is Lord and not feel like I'm lying about it or like that I need to be like this militant atheist or something. Yeah, yeah, and that's a real um that's real. People like, oh, God told me you need to give me your wife and give me your money. You can't say no because God told me. It's uh, Dune, the Dune books and the Dune films. That's what they're totally about is false messiahs, used to control people. And I heard someone put it this way, like because those books are hugely popular and the films, everyone loves them, and I've always like is I think they're my favorite like fictional books. Anyway, this guy was like, everyone likes them because they're scripture, and I think that's true. Like, they're not scripture in the fact that they literally happened. More scripture in the fact that like the patterns that they describe are real, and the archetypes are real. And also could be scripture in the sense that not it's events that did happen, but it's events that are going to happen. And I believe that. Not exactly like I don't think there's going to be a planet Arrakis, and I don't think Paul Atreides is going to be a person, and I don't think there are sandworms that exist. Um, but that kind of the dynamics that are put forth in those books, I think, are going to come to pass in the future. Just put it like that. Man, you guys got me going off on I was just crocheting and now I'm going down the rabbit hole. Just be good to each other. One more need. Well, I guess I'm finished crochet for the day. and finished with my esoteric rambling. So, I stream every evening, usually between like 8, 12. Not like that whole time, but somewhere in that window, I'll usually start streaming. So if you ever feel like stopping by and having a chat, I'll be here tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. Everyone is welcome. But yeah, thanks for stopping by and have a good night, and we will see you guys next time.